Hello and a very warm welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Global TV Midday News, live in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Uyi Agumofwegbe. The federal government on Monday said it was investigating the cancellation of visas of 264 Nigerian passengers in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The passengers were airlifted to Jeddah from Lagos and Kano on Sunday. The flight took off from the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, via the Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, Kano, on Sunday night and landed at King Abdulaziz International Airport, Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia. However, to the consternation of the airline staff, the Saudi Arabian authorities announced that all the passengers' visas had been cancelled. This was despite the fact that the passengers had gone through the Advanced Passengers Information System during the check-in formalities in Nigeria, which was also monitored by the Saudi authorities. Minister of State for Police Affairs, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, has revealed that the Police High Command will execute President Bola Tinubu's directive for the withdrawal of police personnel for VIP security duties and developing a community policing strategy, amongst others. The minister made the development known on Monday during a two-day management retreat at the Ministry of Police Affairs. Suleiman Ibrahim said the police inspectorate department in particular should evolve its operations to focus on robust monitoring, evaluation, accountability, and learning, adding that reports must be factual, practical, and evidence-based, as well as serve as critical tools for enhancing police performance. The presidency has condemned the planned nationwide strike by the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and the Nigeria Trade Union Congress, TUC, labeling it an unwarranted attempt to blackmail the government over the assaults on NLC President Joe Ajaero. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, in a statement issued on Monday, expressed the government's disappointment over the union's choice to punish the entire country of over 200 million people over a matter involving the NLC president. The strike, scheduled to commence today, is in protest of the alleged assaults on Ajaero in Owerri in Imo State last week. However, the government has maintained that the incident is a personal matter and should not be used to justify a nationwide strike. Onanuga stated that the government does not condone any form of violence or assault on any citizen, but that the Inspector General of Police has ordered a thorough investigation into the incident and that the Imo State Commissioner of Police, who was in charge at the time of the incident, has been transferred out of the state. Some public schools in Osogbo, Osun State capital, on Tuesday shut down operations in compliance with the directive of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, asking workers to embark on industrial action. The students that had resumed at their various schools in the town were around 8 a.m. seen on the streets around Stadium, Ayetoro, and West Bypass, Osogbo, returning home. None of the teachers approached agreed to comment on record, but a few of them who spoke preferred anonymity and said they had resumed work, only to be told of the commencement of strike by the labor leaders. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress of Nigeria in Lagos State on Tuesday complied with the directive of the two labor unions to embark on an indefinite nationwide strike. The National Executive Council meeting of the labor unions held on Monday in Abuja resolved to embark on the strike. The decision was due to the alleged failure of the federal government to address issues affecting workers, such as the minimum wage, insecurity, corruption, and poor governance. Meanwhile, the Secretary General, Nigerian Union of Railway Workers, Segun Eso, told Newsbend that the union was involved in the strike and no train was running as a result. Also, President of the Association of Senior Staff of Banks, Insurance, and Financial Institutions, Oluwole Olusoji, said the advice had been sent out to members on compliance. He said that members had been advised to ensure the safeguard of lives and property from people who might be used to take undue advantage of the situation. Similarly, the Abia State chapter of the Nigeria Labour Congress has directed all workers in the state to join the nationwide strike as directed by the leadership of the organized labor. This directive was contained in a press release signed by Abia NLC Chairman Pascal Nweke and the Secretary Ima Alozie. The statement says the essence of the press release is to put all affiliates of NLC and their leadership on red alert and to urge them to begin sensitization and mobilization of their members in readiness to join the planned nationwide strike beginning from Tuesday, November 14, 2023. Let's take a look at other stories for you. Following the just concluded gubernatorial elections held in the three states of Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi, Nigerians have started reacting to developments that trailed the processes, expressing mixed feelings over the overall conduct of the exercise. Sharon Ajay, who sought the views of some Abuja residents, now reports.
While the winners of the elections and their supporters are celebrating, Mohammed Ibrahim has urged other candidates who trailed behind to rally round the winners in a bid to advance the overall interests of their respective states.
Happy that we were able to have this political space from the last 23 years and we're still moving. So what actually has happened, naturally in every contest there must be a loser and there must be a winner. So I advise the losers to take all the constitutional measures to seek for their redress in court. But then, in summary, if they can also work with the winner, the most important thing is everybody wants to lead, but everybody cannot lead. One person needs to really lead. So all they need to do is just to see if they can join hands with the present winners and see how they can really put up their ideas together with the present winner and move the states forward.
Not impressed with the electoral process, Femi stated that violence has become a norm during elections in Nigeria, expressing the fear that the country may be losing touch as a democratic nation.
By now, in the 21st century, we did not get it right. What happened in 1983 was because of elections. That's why military came in December 31st. That was the reasons. And if by now, 1999, when we have another democracy, if by now we did not get it right, I don't know where we are going to get it right now. That is why we must go back to the National Assembly and amend the laws. A lot of criminals need to be banned from this politics. Once you are found guilty in election malpractice, you will be stay away from politics. That's the solution. Even for execution, they should kill them so that we can move forward. Otherwise, the criminal will continue to be affairs of Nigeria politics.
On his part, Francis, apparently being subjective in his assessment, faulted the conduct of the election, alleged that the outcome is not devoid of a system characterized by sharp practices.
They said the difference between Ododo and the second runner-up was less than the number of the wards that the election was not conducted election in. Now, if you look at the election generally, it was an electoral fraud, both in the three states, particularly in Imo State and Kogi State. In Kogi State, there was so much violence, there was even killing, there was instances of election result written before the election took place. So what do you call that? Even the electoral act that have been passed has taken no effect. And this is what is making the country to be like this.
Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
Thank you, Sharon. A former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukaro Buratai, says nation building and curbing all forms of insecurity bedeviling the nation can be tackled when patriotic and committed Nigerians are recognized and awarded for their commitment to the cause of the country. Buratai made the remark at the Our Nigeria News Award event held in the nation's capital, Abuja. Global TV's correspondent Anthony Momodu now reports.
This August gathering is here to witness the Nigerian News Award aimed at celebrating and awarding unsung Nigerians who have contributed to the development of the country. Former Chief of Army Staff, Ambassador Tuku Buratai, stated that the award and recognition of outstanding citizens causes ripple effects across generations in development of the country.
You can see many of them have received award in terms of security. You see there are people standing there. If you take the director of the SS, the director of the state service has received this award. So it's part of our way of motivating people. continue.
In his welcome address to the gathering, Chairman Planning Committee of the event, Ita Peters, harped on the importance of rewarding hard work and patriotism, while the publisher of our Nigerian News magazine, Dr. M.S. Abubakar, read out the successes of recognizing citizens. Professor Emmanuel Dandura, His Royal Highness Oba Hamid Onyelude, and other awardees expressed their confidence in a new Nigerian project and the need to appreciate efforts of outstanding citizens. There is no gainsaying that to whom much is given, more is expected.
For us, we actually see a new Nigeria. What you have demonstrated is integrity personified, and it makes this award to equate the national honor.
He is from the southeast and Buratai is from the north, and you can see the synergy that they had with themselves. So this is the thing that we need to do. I am from Kogi State, but I have invested heavily. I've put all my life in training children from Kano State because I knew that they need this impact.
Thus, the recognition and awarding of patriotic citizens will only enhance nation-building processes. Anthony Momodu, Global Television News, Abuja.
National Assembly has expressed readiness to launch an application known as NAS Eyes to monitor budget transparency and implementation by ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs of government. Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Okezie-Kalu, made this known in Abuja, saying the initiative will also include adherence to the principle of federal character by affected MDAs. Kalu, who dropped the hint during a courtesy call over the weekend, said that the mechanism is driven by conscious efforts of the Parliament effectively checking the performance of budgetary allocations to agencies of government. Midday News coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We are on Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When the Midday News returns, Agriculture Ministry inaugurates 52 units housing project in Abuja. The news continues shortly with details of these and other stories right after this break. Please don't go away. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcasts of the Midday News from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Acting Controller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Caroline Adekboju, on Monday ordered an immediate investigation into the cause of Sunday's auto accident that killed at least 4 personnel of the service. Briefing journalists at the state's service headquarters in Abuja, the NIS Public Relations Officer, Dotun Ridegbe, said the CGI also declared 3 days of mourning, even as flags fly at half-mast in all commands nationwide. This is as 7 injured persons are undergoing treatment at the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital in Kano, and burial arrangements are underway for the departed persons. With the onset of the dry season in the Federal Capital Territory, the FCT Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has appealed to residents to shun acts capable of causing wildfires. The Acting Director General of FEMA, Mohammed Ibrahim Sabo, made the appeal in a statement in Abuja. The acting Director General informed that the dry conditions and strong winds during the Harmattan season could lead to an elevated risk of wildfires. The FEMA DG also advised that petroleum products should be discharged only when the temperature is cool. Chairmen and members of Osun State statutory commissions were on Monday sworn in by the state's Deputy Governor, Kola Adewusi. The inauguration followed the successful screening and confirmation of the nominees by the State House of Assembly. The commissions, whose chairmen and members took oath of office, include Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, Osun State Judicial Service Commission, Osun State Civil Service Commission, and Osun State House of Assembly Service Commission. Earlier, a statement by the press secretary to the Speaker, Osun State House of Assembly, Tiamiyu Olamide, said having concluded the processes of screening and companies, the House had forwarded its recommendations to the Governor, Ademola Adeleke. The West African Examinations Council, WAEC, on Monday announced that it had ditched the paper and pencil test model and has adopted the computer-based test CBT mode for the conduct of the Senior School Certificate Examination. This is contained in a statement. According to the statement, the innovation would kick off with the conduct of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination for private candidates in February of 2024. Time to talk some business now. The amount of dollars traded on the investor and exporter forex window rose by 46.69% to $123.25 million on Monday. On Friday, the turnover of dollars in the official $2 million. This increased to $123.25 million on Monday. Despite this, the Naira depreciated by 1.96% to 7 as of the close of trading on 18 Naira 14 kobo to the US dollar on Friday, according to data from FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange. On Monday, trading opened at 718 Naira 83 kobo to a dollar before closing at 795 Naira 41 kobo to a dollar. However, during trading, the Naira traded for as high as 1,099 Naira to the dollar and as low as 701 Naira to the dollar. In the meantime, on the parallel market, the Naira continued its fall, depreciating by 4.55% to 1,150 Naira to a dollar from the 1,100 Naira to a dollar at which it traded on Friday. Again, according to new information from Economist Intelligence, the Naira is set to close at 2023 at 810 Naira to the dollar on the official market. Ahead of today's release of October 2023 inflation figures by the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, Multinational Professional Service 2023, Nigeria's current inflation rate for the month of September is 26.72%. View H1 2023 and outlook for H2 2023, release 2023, stressing that headline and field inflation are unlikely to ease soon as the depreciation of the Naira continues to reinforce the inflationary impact of fuel subsidy removal via higher input prices and production costs caused by imported inflation. The report noted that recent reforms in the petroleum industry, like the fuel subsidy removal and unification of the foreign exchange market, will be responsible for the projected spike in prices of goods and services. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security have inaugurated a 52-unit housing estate Phase 1 for its staff in Abuja. The project, which sits on a landmark of 3.6 hectares in the Kabusa area, will include a staff clinic, school, fire station, recreational facilities, and will be designed to accommodate 1 to 4 bedroom house types. Permanent Secretary Ernest Umakihe, who performed the groundbreaking ceremony yesterday in Abuja, said the housing estate was a demonstration of government's commitment to providing decent and affordable accommodation for the staff and part of the ministry's efforts to improve the welfare and productivity of its workforce. The Nigeria Customs Service, NCS, has adjusted the foreign exchange rate for its tariffs and duties. The new rates were reflected on the single window trade portal of the federal government. Rates vary for different items, typically from 5% to 35%, and are assessed with reference to the prevailing harmonized commodity encoding system HS code. Last month, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, had announced the lifting of the ban on 43 items previously restricted from accessing Forex. Consequently, the amount used to clear goods, including the 47 items at Nigerian ports, has increased. 2023 and signed by the Secretary Aminu Hassan, the management said it frowns at Coach Bolo's technical ineptitude since the beginning of the season, which is seriously affecting the performance of Katsina United. Tony Bolos, the former Yobe Stars head coach, signed a 2-year contract with Katsina United in August this year. Katsina United are currently placed 11th on the NPFL table with 11 points, having won 2 games, drew 2, and lost 1 in the last 5 matches. And that's it on Global TV Media News. We're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using that Global TV NG and other handles as you see on your screen. I'm Uyag Mofwegwe, thanking you so very much for watching. Shortly, we'll bring you Midday Discourse with Clinton Agbo. A very good afternoon to you.